A mindful mama and a hot mess walk into midlife,
One of us meditates.
and the other curses under her breath.
Welcome to Namaste and No Way.
Welcome back to Namaste and No Way. I'm Megan.
And I'm Melissa, your local guilt-ridden snack mom.
Today we're diving into a beast every mom knows intimately. Mom guilt.
Mom guilt.
The
Ugh.
invisible ankle weight of motherhood.
If guilt burned calories, I'd be in a bikini competition right now.
This episode is brought to you by Minot Mist, a center where connection, education, and wellness come together to guide you on a journey of self-discovery, inner peace, and authenticity. Located in North Scituate at 344 Gannett Road, Minot Mist is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come as you are and explore one of our daily flows, 30 to 50-minute mini workshops designed to help you reset, reconnect, and rise. Whether you're looking for grounding, movement, awakening, or something in between, this Soul Energy Gym is your space to work out energies that no longer serve you and work in energies that do. We also host deeper workshops, retreats, and private experiences, from corporate wellness to birthdays and group reset days. Enter through the blue doors in the middle of the building, head up one flight, or take the elevator and step into something beautifully different. Visit minotmist.com or find us on Instagram and Facebook at minotmist. Or better yet, stop in and feel the shift for yourself. So, what even is mom guilt?
And why does it show up everywhere?
Everywhere. So basically, it's just the emotional baggage moms carry when they think they're falling short, which is always. I think too, like social media has had a really big impact on our generation of moms.
My daughter is always telling me, like, get off your phone, mom.
Yeah.
Get off your phone, mommy. Why are you always on your phone? Don't you care about me? I'm like, oh my God. I literally just picked up my phone because I heard a ding. Like,
It's true. And I think too, just like seeing
I mean, I am on my phone. Who isn't on their phone all the time? I'm probably addicted to my phone, but I deleted all my apps off my home screen.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but I can still search for them. But I did delete them all, so I have no notifications on anymore. I did set time limits for like stuff, which I think has been helpful. I am making a conscious effort to try to like put my phone down, but it's really hard.
It's so hard. And I think too, like looking at like all the things like you see on social media or like Pinterest or whatever, and like seeing like what other people are doing.
It's
like
good ideas
I
sometimes.
love information, but it is information overload and our brains just are not wired to be able to process that much. And people like get to curate what you see.
Yes.
Right? Like
they definitely do that to me. I'll be talking about something and then all of a sudden an ad comes up for it. I'm like, my phone definitely listens to me.
I know. It really does. Yeah. So I think we just feel so much pressure, right?
Yeah.
To be everything. Like you want to be like more mindful, like more organized, more fun, more calm. Like you want to be all the things. And parenting is hard enough, right? With all of that.
All of it.
Of all the trying and all the shoulds.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're going to share some stories about guilt. Like I'm going to share one of mine, which was like the worst. I actually have two. So my first one was when my daughter it was like Halloween-ish time, I think. And they were allowed to wear the costume and I forgot. And my daughter was the only one in a leotard and everyone else was in their costume. And she was so upset and I felt terrible.
Yeah.
And there's another one where it was actually recently. So my daughter goes to Catholic school and they have church every Friday and she wanted me to go. And I looked up the mass time and I confirmed it with my wife, who's usually right about these things. Mm-hmm. She was wrong, an hour off.
Oh no.
And I had missed it. And literally, like, my daughter was so upset. Like, she was like, I was like, oh my gosh. And I knew she was going to be upset because I promised her, because I am one of those moms who, like, if I promise you something, I will deliver it.
Right.
Like, I literally waited in my car and it was the wrong time. Like, terrible. I felt terrible. And literally, I've been at mass every week since. So
you made up for it.
I mean, I'm trying to make up for it, right?
Yeah, there's just so much pressure.
So much.
I even feel guilty for doing things I consciously know I shouldn't feel guilty about. Like if I'm like, oh, I'm going to go out one night a week with a friend or do something, like I'll feel guilty. I also have a child who really doesn't like me to leave ever
Yeah.
under any
Yeah.
circumstances.
My daughter's the same way.
I have one that doesn't really care, and my other one just has a really hard time separating.
Yeah.
And we've done so many things and tried so many different strategies, and sometimes it's easier just not to go.
Yeah.
Or I go,
But you should be
and
able
I
to
feel
go.
so
And then you feel guilty the whole time you're there. Yeah.
even though I know I shouldn't feel guilty. It's just
Your spouse doesn't make you feel guilty?
no.
Oh, that's really nice.
He's so
I mean,
supportive.
not that she does all the time, but like sometimes she's like a little envious that I have time that she doesn't. And she'll be like,
Mm.
"How was your night out?"
I'm like the
It was
opposite
great.
spouse in this scenario.
Oh, you're him. That's so funny.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. And I think it is hard, right? I think there is
Very.
that competition between spouses of like,
You
who's
got more
doing
time
more.
than me.
And we were so conscious about it at first because we had friends that were like, we're not 50-50. And I was always like, it's never going to be 50-50. Like that just
Yeah.
doesn't seem like
It's
a realistic
50-50
goal to set.
sometimes, but like
Sometimes.
sometimes someone's 80,
Yeah.
sometimes the other one's 20, but then sometimes you're 80 and they're 20. So
Right. And you have to think in the end it nets out.
hopefully, yeah.
But when it doesn't, then you get super resentful. And I do
Yes.
notice being like, whenever I override my needs, I want to
Feel-
blame. I want to
wanna
blame him.
everyone. Yeah. That's
or
funny.
anyone else.
That's funny. Yeah. I mean, I understand that.
Yeah. And I think something else I've been like, sometimes I do stuff that I should feel guilty about.
Yeah. Like what?
Like if I lose, like in the morning, like this morning, for example,
Yeah.
I like said 5 times, you need to get dressed. We're going to be late. We need to get dressed. And then by the end, I was like
Like,
flipping
where
out.
are you when you're seeing these things? Like, are you on the
At the
couch?
breakfast
Are you-
table.
oh, you're at the breakfast
At the
station.
breakfast table.
You were working or
No, it wasn't working.
no, you just
I
sitting there
was
and you
like-
were paralyzed.
No, I wasn't saying it to myself. I was saying it to the girls. Like,
Oh.
you need to go get dressed.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
you were
no,
saying
not
it to yourself.
myself.
I was like,
Oh, no.
what? I was like, we have another issue
I
here.
do that sometimes, but no. It wasn't to myself. It was to the girls.
Got
You
it.
need to go get dressed.
Yeah.
You need to go get dressed. And my youngest was like, well, I didn't eat breakfast yet. Right. But you've had 30 minutes to eat breakfast.
Right.
So I just thought you weren't going to eat it. And so I'm like, I'm patient. And then I'm flipping out,
Yeah.
being like, our morning routine doesn't work.
Yeah.
We are never doing
Yeah. Yeah.
Again.
I mean,
And so I'm like, okay, I do feel guilty, but I have really
I
tried to
don't-
focus on
Peggy was
repairing.
a yeller too. Like I'm
Oh, I'm a
pretty
yeller.
surprised of the yelling.
Yeah,
So
yes.
I yell.
It takes a
and my
long
wife-
time. But then when I yell, it's like I
Oh,
was too
you're like-
patient, and now I am completely flipping out in
Yes.
an irate rage that like does not seem appropriate
Yes.
to the situation. So I do work on like repair. Like
Mhm.
I you know me, I love Dr. Becky, and she
Yep.
talks about the parenting woman. And she talks a lot about repair. So like going in after and being like, hey, it's never your fault when
That's Kim.
my mom
Yeah.
yells.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think it was absolutely your fault, but it's not our fault when other people, right? Like
Right,
I need to
right.
learn how to manage the situation better. So I'm not going from like patient to
Yeah.
exploding.
I get that.
And sometimes it's just like really hard. Like just go get dressed.
So you have like a random day like that? Like every morning we have the same routine. So we don't eat breakfast at the dinner table in the morning. I never was one of those people who like ate in my bed or ate in anyone's room or anything. Like food never left the kitchen.
Okay.
But for some reason we've got into this habit. So Kim will make her breakfast because she's up early. And she'll be like, delivery. And the delivery is on the stairs for my
Mhm.
daughter. And it's usually like a yogurt or like a banana or like maybe it's a bagel or a hummus snack pack. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
whatever the
Something
kid
quick.
is going to eat
Mm-hmm.
or like sausages or whatever. So like literally she'll bring it up. She puts it on the nightstand. Usually by that time we've brushed our teeth because we can't brush our teeth after we're dressed because for some reason we have a fight with the toothpaste and the toothpaste is all over the shirt.
You said that. I was like, oh God, I can't get
No,
involved
it
with
is-
worrying about that.
It is terrible. The toothpaste gets all over the shirt and it's so bad. I'm like, what actually happened here? And then I want to change her shirt and she will not let me change it. So that is, now we brush our teeth right when we get up because I don't even care if you brush it after you
Gets it out of
eat
the way.
breakfast because
Yeah.
I just want it done and I want a clean shirt to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
So that's usually what happens. And then she likes to snuggle before we go to school. So she's eating her breakfast. Then she's hopping into bed with me. Like I'm like sitting on the bed on the side. And then we'll literally watch like Llama Llama or Fancy Nancy or Peppa Pig. Just a little bit.
Nancy.
But like this week we've been watching the old Freaky Friday from 1976.
Okay.
Like literally with Barbara Harris and Jodie Foster, who my daughter says looks like a ma. So I thought that was pretty amazing. She says that girl looks like Ma. I was like, yeah, she does look a little bit like my wife.
Oh my
like
God.
30 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, am I a Ma? I'm like, no, you're not a Ma. She's like, oh, okay, good. I was like, wait, I don't understand. Like, why are you gonna? She's like, I'm a mommy, right? I was like, well, you're a child, but yes, you look like more like mommy than you do like Ma. It's just so funny. And then literally we'll be like, okay, I'll be like, you have 5 minutes left of snuggling, just so you know. She'll be like, okay. And then 3 minutes, like I have to give her the warning because if the warning's, if I say, all right, it's time and we got to go, it's like a meltdown.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, we have 1 minute. And when we get up, we're going to put on your socks. You're going to run downstairs and put on your shoes and we're going to be out the door. That's what happens. But she decides she needs to go and get Lammy out of the room. She decides she's going to forget her breakfast upstairs, even though I've told her. And I'm literally carrying half of the breakfast already because it's like, the banana peel, all of the things. And I have like other things. Maybe I'm carrying laundry downstairs, whatever it is. And she has to decide like, no, now is the time to get Lammy. And then, we're out the door and I'm like, she's like, did you pack my lunch? Did you pack my snack? Did you pack this? I'm like, yes, we didn't check these 10 times when we were down here like 50 minutes ago. Like we have to check everything 10 times. And then we get into the car and I'm like, she's like, do I need a jacket? And I'm like, no, you don't need a jacket. Like, are you picking me up from this? Like, you do it? Like, she's very like, wants to know all the things. Yes, checklist. And we can't get out of the garage until I've answered all the questions. And I'm like, are we good? Can we go? Like, literally, that's what it is. And like, it's a lot. And most of the time when I'm ready to put on her shoes to go out to the garage, she's like going to get her fidget toys and her other things in her playroom. I'm like, get out here. Like, by that time I've had it.
Same.
So, and I feel guilty. And on the way, I'm like, it wasn't right for mommy to yell at you like that. I apologize. And she's like, you always yell at me. I'm like, I know I yell a lot. Mommy's working on it. Well, you're not doing a good job. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I'm working on it as best I can because I'm trying to like follow like Kim's lead because I do think that's helpful because my mom never apologized to me when she yelled at me. It was just like yelled and it was just like a known thing. She yelled at me every day and that's what it was.
That's just how it was.
Yeah.
I do think it's helpful, right? I think
it is.
Yeah.
I do think it does provide confidence to builder. Like it lets them know that it's not their fault and,
And we're not responsible for other people's behavior.
Right. She did not make me yell. Like I yelled on my own because I lost my temper and I couldn't regulate my own emotions,
Mm-hmm. Yes. And sometimes it's just, it's just messy.
Yeah. Very messy.
But it doesn't mean we're bad moms. It's just being a human being, right?
Yeah.
And it's just kind of a wild ride. And I think we need people like to remind us of that, right? Like, so if you yelled today, it's just part of being a mom. You can always repair.
Definitely. So how do we deal with all this mom guilt though? Like, how do we like not internalize it? Because if I don't yell and let it out, I feel like I would be like a bottle, like a soda bottle shaken. I would like explode.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. That's how I actually discovered breathwork. This style of breathwork that I practice is
so
through
these
on
are
Instagram.
Your tactics.
These are my tactics.
All right.
So I discovered these two women who have a business called The Reconnected, based in Australia. And what they do is basically use breathwork in order to like help people actually be conscious parents.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think so often we want to do these things. Like we want to be patient. We like want to be really intentional on like how we show up for our kids. And so much of our own childhood stuff comes up. Like we were talking about last episode. Like we like, you want to do one thing, but then all of a sudden, like sometimes I'm yelling and like, doesn't even feel like I'm yelling. Like, it's like, it's just happening.
Yeah.
And like,
it's like an out of body
experience.
Not
like consciously choosing it.
Right.
It's just like based on past triggers. So, they talk a lot about, breath work, using breath work to like enhance our capacity,
like
to
breathing?
be able to be
like, what are we talking here?
Yeah. So it's called Rebirthing Breathwork Mastery. They've kind of is the like original style of breathwork, which is what I practice. And they've modified it to be a shorter practice. An actual session is pretty long, but they do like 15-minute sessions. And you're
we're
just
talking
laying
like
down. No, you're laying down.
Okay.
And you just breathe in and out through your nose.
Okay.
It's like a conscious, connected, full breath. It sounds like way more simple than it is, but for the practices of like purposes
Is your
of
mouth
practice,
open or closed?
you just lay down and breathe in and out through your nose.
And your mouth is closed or open?
Your mouth is closed.
Okay.
Yeah. If it opens, it opens.
Okay.
But it's really the purpose of it is to like be with whatever is coming up. So often in life, like even if we start to feel annoyed, I don't know if this resonates for you, but I'll start to feel annoyed and I'll be like, oh, you don't need to feel annoyed. Like, and I like suppress it or push it down, or it's like exploding out of me. But in the breathwork session, you're just like validating everything that's true for you. So
you're
like
this
however
is
you
annoying.
feel, this is annoying. Like it's okay that I'm annoyed, or like I feel this like sensation, or like I feel like I have like mental thoughts just like racing through my head, and I don't need to push them away. I can just like amplify them and let them be there.
Yeah.
So it like helps anything like stuck in your body be released.
Does it let your anger go away or not really?
So I think it's like, I think anger gets a bad rap because anger is actually giving us information, right? And so the feeling of anger isn't the problem. It's the response to the anger that's the problem. Like, it's not that we don't want to feel angry. Feeling angry is telling us something. Like, do we need to set a boundary? Or
Right.
like, we like need
Something
to do
is
something
wrong here. Yeah.
Something is wrong here. It's like we have coupled anger with yelling or anger with like another behavior. So
Yes.
it helps you like uncouple them. And it's like, okay, I'm feeling super angry right now, but I get a choice in that like tiny
How
moment
you react to it.
of how you react, like what behavior you choose. So I think like that is like super helpful. And then they also do a lot of play therapy, which like is so amazing. I feel like of like different play therapy tools. And one of the biggest ones is like one-on-one time with your child, like no phone. So you just spend like, you basically spend time joining your child's world, and it builds like so much connection capital. Because I feel like so often what our kids, where the frustration comes in is like they're not listening to us, or we think they're not listening, or
But
like
they're not
oh, they're
connecting
so
with
bad
us.
at listening. And it's like if you yelled like, hey, like I have an ice cream cake, like come eat it, like they
would be
like,
all
no
in.
problem listening.
Yeah. Right.
So it's really like the connection. That's the issue. So like having like one-on-one time with them where you join their world, and I don't know, I think that it can be like so cool.
Yeah, it
helpful.
sounds like it's beneficial.
Yeah.
I'll have to try that. Usually I'm just like, I'll like text my friends or be like, oh my God, have you dealt with this? Or we'll have conversations about our crazy stories of them and what happened. And
That
I
can
feel
be
like
so
I get a
helpful
lot of
too.
insight from you. I feel like I sometimes will just like laugh about her expectations, like a lot of the time, because like she'll say like some ridiculous thing that she like, my wife does this thing with her. It's like Queen for the Day, which
I love it.
yeah, it's something, I'll tell you. So she's like sitting on this big blanket on the top of the couch, and she's like queen for the day or like an hour or whatever. And my wife has to get everything for her. I'm like, what's different about this than every day? Because I feel like this is the way you are with her all the time.
It's like
You
a
know?
yes day almost.
Yeah,
That
I mean, a
type of-
yes hour, yes couple,
Yes,
like
couple.
whatever.
Mhm.
And although I love the idea of it, I also think my daughter's already spoiled. So like, is this like a good? I mean, but I do think they
get
do
it.
connect in that moment. So
Mhm.
like, yes, I like the idea, but also I'm like confused by it. You know?
I get that. I wonder if it's like our kids, we feel like we're giving them everything, but it's like in that moment,
Maybe
like,
they don't feel like
she
they get-
feels
Yeah.
like she knows
Yeah.
that like she is in charge.
Right.
So often they don't feel.
We
in
went away this
charge.
past weekend, and we stayed in Boston, and we took her to the aquarium and everything.
Oh, cool.
And after basically when we entered the aquarium, we told her that she could be the leader, because we had taken her to the aquarium before, and she like didn't love it. So we were like, you know what, let's let her be in charge. So she took us all around the aquarium. She loved it. She like thought the aquarium was the best thing ever. Like,
I think-
because we were like, anywhere you want to go, you decide, it's your choice. And she led us all around the entire aquarium, and we had a great day.
And was it actually easier for you?
It was
I feel
so
like
much
sometimes
easier.
We're trying to
so
control
much easier.
things,
And
it's
like literally, we don't have to control it.
yeah,
We don't have
I
to
don't
control.
want to be the leader of the aquarium.
Yeah, I didn't even want to be there, to be honest with you. You know, I mean, I like fish and stuff, but
Yeah.
and I love like looking at that big tank inside. That was
It is
pretty
cool.
amazing. There was this fish in there who was like literally like the funniest fish ever. It was like this big ugly fish, and it would like go down to the sand, slurp it all up, and then as fish were going by, it would spit the sand at the fish. And my daughter and I thought that was the funniest thing. I'm telling you, we were there probably
That's
half an
awesome.
hour, just like sitting on
Just
the ledge watching
him
this fish.
mess with all the
And
other
I'm like,
fish.
this is his day. He does this every day, all day. He literally eats the sand and he spits it on the other fish as he's going by. I'm like, he's an angry fish.
He's not worried about anyone liking him.
No, he doesn't care. He's like, you know what? You're in my area. Here you go. I'm spitting the sand at you. It was the funniest thing ever. And I was like, this is what he does every day, all day.
All day.
And if like one was like trying to get away, he would like go faster and get them.
Like chase them
Yep.
down.
Chase him down and spit the sand at him. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I love it.
I was like, even these fish have personalities, you know?
Yeah. That's amazing.
We had a great day. It was a good day.
I think that's awesome. Yeah. I think, yeah. And the laughing is,
Yeah,
I
laughing
think
is
you
so
have to
important.
laugh.
Like my daughter is such a happy child. Like she's always laughing. She
Yeah.
wakes up singing. Like I'm like, why can't I wake up like that? I literally wake up and I'm like instantly like dread. This is my favorite word lately. I feel like dread. I don't know why I feel it, but it's like a heavy feeling. I'm like, oh, like what do I have to do today? Like what do I have to? And I don't want to feel like that. I want to like wake up and be so like I want to be singing like my daughter in the hallway, putting her gems together by color. You know, like literally that's what I woke up to this morning.
I love it.
I just feel like there's so much we can learn from them, you know?
So much. And they like enjoy, if I think about it, like the moments where I'm like happiest are when I'm like swinging in my hammock and it's beautiful out. And I am
Do you have a hammock?
I have a hammock.
Oh my God, I've been in your backyard.
I love my hammock.
I've never seen a
so
hammock.
much. Yeah, it's
Is
there.
it new?
It falls over a lot with the wind. It's not new, but my favorite thing is to like lay in the hammock with the sun shining
Yes.
and the wind is like blowing.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm reading a book. I just like,
It's like your favorite place.
just my favorite place.
Yeah.
But I feel like so often we're like conditioned to think like, oh, it needs to be more than that. But kids
No.
remind us like it does not. It can
No.
just be like, we can just be like
My
joyful in
daughter
the moment.
and my happiest place are when we are literally sitting on a beach or a cabana in Aruba and literally just like floating in the water or something. Or
Yeah.
like literally like, and there's no phone, there's no stimuli.
Yeah.
It's just literally us like we loved like in Aruba, we'll like float in the water on the same float. She'll lay on top of me and like I'll be there and like literally like we'll just float. And she's like falling asleep on me out there. It is like the most
Amazing.
wonderful feeling
Yeah.
of like contentment and like there's nothing going on. You know, it's like the most peaceful place too. I mean,
Love it.
I don't think you can find an unpeaceful place in Aruba, but you know, the
Probably
weather there
not.
is beyond amazing.
Oh, that's amazing. Also, crying.
Oh,
I love crying.
no, I don't like her.
It's such a release. There's like, it releases oxytocin. Like, there's so much science coming out behind how healthy crying is.
No, I don't cry. Like, I never cry when I'm upset unless I'm really upset, like ever. But like, I cry some random times. Like, I have like a very deep connection to music and like
Mm.
Disney movies
Okay.
and like weird. I don't even love Disney movies, but like the music behind them are like Bambi or like whatever. They're playing the music and like it's sad and the mom's there. Like all of a sudden I'm like bawling my eyes out and I don't know why.
Oh,
It's like the
man.
most odd thing ever. And my daughter will be like, "Are you crying, mommy?" I'm like, "No." And like tears are streaming down my face.
Oh,
And like same thing with like my EDM music, my Above and Beyond, like a song will come on and it's like I have like nostalgia about like my life when I was at the club or, you know, dancing at the club. You know what I mean? Like whatever it was. And it's like this nostalgia of like, oh, it was such a fun time and I like remember it and it's like very impactful for me and I'll like start crying out of nowhere. And it's so
do
annoying
you
to
feel
me.
so good after?
No, I hate it.
What?
I absolutely hate it and I like despise it and I want it to go away, but I can't make it go away. It's the most awful feeling.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't
It's
like
the
crying.
woods.
Yeah, it's like the woods. Definitely like the woods. Yeah. Visceral reaction. Yeah.
I love it so much.
I also don't like
yeah.
it when other people cry too. I have like this weird, like my wife's
makes you
reaction to people
uncomfortable?
crying is like to come and hug you. And I'm like, get away from me. Like I'm like, no, go away. Like, I don't want to be hugged. I don't want to be touched. But like if someone else is crying, like, I guess it would depend on the situation and who it was. But like, I wouldn't have the need to be like, is everything okay?
You would like them
I'd
to
be
go
like,
away.
I would want them to go away or I'd want to run away.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
But that's not really acceptable behavior.
I feel like that's most people's common experience. I don't know. I've always had the experience where people cry around me. I don't know.
Oh.
Part of it is like maybe the job. I don't know. And also like people just tell me random like intimate things and like all sorts of situations. So maybe that's part of it. But I also just am comfortable with crying. Like I'm the mom in the playground being like, crying is wonderful.
Oh my God. That's so
Don't
funny.
tell your kids that.
That's so funny.
Because it's like authentic
So
expression.
I've been trying not to tell my daughter not to cry because I'm like, why are you crying? Like I would be like, because I would feel like it was an unnatural, like, what are you crying for? Like, but that's how
People
my
are so
mom probably
uncomfortable with it.
handled me, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's why I have the erection. And I also feel like it's not wrong to tell someone not to feel the feelings they're feeling anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like that's the right response. So like, I've been trying to, oh, okay, what's going on? Like, what are we feeling here? Like, even though inside I'm dying, literally. But I want to know and I want to understand my child more and I want to connect to her. But I also
want it to stop.
Yes. Yes. But I do feel like this does make it stop by me connecting with her and understanding what's going on. Like she's much happier when that happens. And then it does end quicker. So I feel like we're both benefiting from it. It is effective.
Yeah.
You know, and I do want to know why she's crying. I don't want her to feel like she can't come to me, you know?
No, totally. Yeah. That makes a ton of sense.
But yeah, I can't believe you like crying. But you know, my wife is also the one at the party. Like if someone's like throwing up or like crying, she's the one there. I'm not there. I am like as far away, like I'm hiding in the closet or something because I don't want them to know that I saw them. Yeah, that's me. So I think Kim would understand that idea.
Yeah. I think everybody's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing. If you feel guilty, it means you are showing up and that you do really care.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. I feel like terrible moms wouldn't feel guilty at all. They feel completely fine and like go about their day. They're like, oh, well.
Maybe.
Right?
It could be. Yeah. So I think if we're a mom who packs organic bento boxes or one who microwaves chicken nuggets on a paper towel.
Gross. Very gross. I feel like we're all on the same team though. We're all trying to navigate through life and we're all trying to, even if you are the secondary mom with the paper towel nuggets, you know what I mean? I just feel like, you know, we're all on the same team. We're all trying to navigate through parenthood and motherhood and.
Yeah. And I think it's messy. And I think we also need each other's support, right? Like
definitely women need to support other women.
Yeah. We're all doing the best we can. We don't need, more judgment, right?
Yeah.
Because also it's just like one tiny blip of a day. And yeah.
I can't promise I won't judge. You know how judgy I am.
I don't think we need to not. I mean, I am also more judgy than people think.
What is have you ever taken that test, the Myers-Briggs?
Oh, yeah. INFP.
Oh, you're like Kim for real. She is an INTP at work and an INFP at home. And I am an ENTJ.
Okay. Yeah.
So I feel like because I'm intuitive, I can be judgy. Like I'm allowed because I can feel it. I sense it.
Yeah. I think what I've really been tuning into is like the difference between like judgment and discernment, because I think like judgment sometimes can feel like sometimes after I judge, I feel icky. Like I feel guilty because I'm like
guilty.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe then, but like discernment is like, oh, like when I'm deciding like, oh, that's not for me. Like, but I don't need it to be like,
so judgment, you would think would be the more evil of the two? Because I feel like discernment is probably worse than judgment.
Oh, really? See, for discernment feels like, for me, like, oh, like I'm like seeing that thing that someone's doing and like, that's not for me, but like you can do it. Like, I don't really like, whereas like judgment feels like I'm like saying, I don't want to do that. And I don't think you should do it either.
I mean, yeah. I feel like maybe judgment is different from my opinion because like when I'm judging someone, I'm like, that's definitely not for me. But like, I don't care if you do it.
So maybe we're just using different words. Yeah. It's like
I feel like discernment maybe sits differently with me, but maybe it's the same thing we're saying.
But I think we're saying the same thing. Yeah. Like just being really clear.
Like you can judge for someone, like I can judge and say like, that's a terrible outfit and I will never wear that. But like you do you know, like I guess I wouldn't think of them less as a person.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Totally. Awesome. Well, so new episodes drop every week. So don't forget to submit your review, subscribe, and share with I don't know, 5 of your closest friends.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to feel guilty about that too. In that case, you know, you should probably do it now. Get it off your conscience, right?
Totally.
Namaste and no way.
Welcome to the part of the episode where we talk about something mindful or trendy. And Melissa tells me if it's a yes or a no way.
Okay.
Gratitude journaling.
That's a maybe. I mean, I feel like writing stuff down is probably super helpful for some people. I write stuff down like when I'm angry about something and like want to say something to someone.
Yeah.
You know, mostly my wife. But like I will literally like write a letter to her about everything that's like driving me insane.
Yeah.
And then I won't send it. I'll just like kind of look at it and be like, that was really dumb what I was thinking. I was really angry at that point. So like, I do think writing it down helps. I do think it also keeps a log of the things that happened. I like to keep tallies sometimes, but I mean, I feel like I'm not a resentful person, but I do like to keep a little running log sometimes, which I probably is not super healthy, but I do think it helps to like write stuff down so like you can be mindful of it in the future.
That makes sense.
You know?
For sure.
I don't know if that counts as gratitude journaling, but
no. Journaling. Let's go
journaling. Yeah,
straight
journaling. Yeah. So I'm into the journaling. Whatever you're journaling about, it's good.
It's good. Chanting.
In a salt cave, possibly in Arizona, when you're in some weird resort where they're having that gong, like whatever that is. Yeah, definitely. I would do that there. I don't know if I would chant on a daily basis. Feel kind of weird.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you chant?
I don't chant.
Okay.
No, I don't. I'm a maybe for chanting. I'm intrigued by it.
You're like, like what is this chanting that we're thinking?
I think, people do like it's common in like many modalities, I think. But I think it's interesting, like the frequency, like how like different sound. Well, you're a singer, so you probably know more about this than I do. But just like the different frequencies and like how they can impact your body.
I think I told you about that when we went to Arizona, the Enchantment Resort. We did like a thing when I was pregnant. We went to like it was like a baby moon or whatever. And when we were there, they had this like salt cave thing that Kim wanted to do really bad, and she wanted me to do it. And I was like anti-meditation, anti all of it. I was like, no, I don't like new things. Like I don't like any of this stuff. And we went in, and the guy was like, gong, like literally with the thing. And he had this like, you know, the thing where you put the
sound bowl?
Yeah. I hate that thing. And I was like, is he going to play this the whole time? And then like, I don't know, he started chanting and like doing all the things, and I could not stop laughing. I was like laughing so much that I had to leave because my wife was so mad at me. And then I started crying. It was like the weirdest thing. It was like an out of body experience.
It had an impact.
It did have an impact. And I don't know if it's because I was pregnant or what, but it was like definitely a moment where I was like, that was weird, you know? So
yeah,
I'd have to do it again to see like my real thoughts on it. But I definitely say I was moved by it. I don't know if it was in a good way or a bad way.
Good description.
But it definitely reached some sort of my inner core.
Love it.
Oh, I know you love that kind of stuff. So weird.
I love being weird at this point.
And I think I like weird people. I mean, I married a weirdo. So, I mean, like literally when I met her.
You do like weird people.
I do. I met her at Club Cafe, and she had like this houndstooth jacket on with like elbow patches. Yeah. Like patches on the elbow, literally. They were like suede.
She has her own style.
What a weirdo. Like this is 2012. I was like, who is that girl? It was so weird. But yeah, I think I do like weird people. Maybe because like I'm maybe weird on the inside and I'm like afraid to be weird or something. I don't know.
I think everyone's weird.
Yeah.
I tried to teach the girls that it's great that saying someone's weird is a compliment because being weird is awesome.
Yeah.
It backfired a bit because then they went and told people they were weird. And they said, my mom says that means you're awesome. It's like, well, not everyone in the world is on board with this philosophy.
That's so funny. They're so literal. I feel like my daughter is so literal.
Yeah. They don't. Yeah. I should have anticipated that.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Something else to feel guilty about.
Right. Seriously.
Thanks for joining us today. We know your time is valuable and probably interrupted, so we're grateful to be a part of your chaos.
Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss our next episode.
Leave us a review if you loved it. Or even if you didn't. We can take it. We've survived toddler tantrums.
Barely. Namaste, bitches.